on a year-to-date basis, if we look across our portfolio, some of our top performers are, again, Tesla. Another one is Citrix Systems, which is a company that provides remote login solutions. I'm sure everybody knows that one. Netflix is a top performer, as everybody's really been streaming from at home. Shopify is one of the benefactors in our portfolio. They are essentially an e-commerce enabler. Amazon is a big winner. Nvidia is a big winner. Another company that we haven't spoken about is Atlassian. That is a top performer year to date as well. They produce collaboration software such as Jira or Trello and others. And also a pharma company, a lot of pharma companies actually in the top performers. One of them is Eli Lilly. That is also in the news every now and then because it's one of the leading players in the sort of the hunt for this vaccine or a solution to the general coronavirus problem. Top performer in terms of singularity sectors has been new energy. Now that is biased by the stunning results of Tesla, but also companies like Neste Oy, the Finnish renewable energy company, has performed quite well year to date and has actually massively outperformed its peers in the energy space. The runner-up is virtual reality, followed by big data, and lastly, neuroscience and bioinformatics companies, which are, as the name would suggest, concentrated in the healthcare space, are doing very well year to date. We don't try to time the short-term cycles of the market. We really try to invest for the long term and identify companies that can benefit from the underlying technologies. And so therefore, we're quite happy to see also that the portfolio has performed relatively well into the crisis. It hasn't corrected as much, and when we look at the companies and the performance sector by sector, also by traditional sector, and compare it with, for example, the MSCI World, the companies that we have in these sectors have outperformed the companies in the benchmark traditionally, and so that's good to see. I guess another question that a lot of people often ask is, like, okay, so which singularity sector would you go for right now? And my answer to that would be, I wouldn't go for any particular one at this point in time. I think the really interesting stuff is to be invested in all of them because they really work together in concert. Yeah, it's the $1 million question, isn't it? I think it's well possible that that will take another nosedive. Whether we will see the lows of March again is questionable. I personally don't think we're going to go as low as that. I certainly can imagine that we could have another 20% correction from these levels. However, I don't think we should be in the business of micro timing the market. I think, and as we wrote in our blog post on the 24th of March, we think it makes sense to get into the market when it has dropped more than 20%. With a staggered approach.
I doubled down actually on the fund. In this market situation, actually everything corrected, even quality got a hit. And there's not very often in life as an investor that you get the opportunity to buy high quality companies that are mispriced by an overreaction in the markets.